question was posted in the comment section of another question, which dealt with the graph of a sine function, I think. But here's the base of the mountain right here. Here's the height, the top of the mountain, I should say. From some point on this level plane, the angle of elevation to the top of the mountain is 32 degrees. That means as you start looking up towards the top of the mountain, your eyes stop when you reach 32 degrees. From a point 3,500 feet closer to the mountain, to the base of the mountain, the angle of elevation is 37 degrees. The distances that we don't know are this distance x and the height of the mountain. So we're going to let y equal the height of the mountain. We have two unknowns, so we need two equations. One of the equations deals with the big right triangle, where the tangent of 32 is equal to opposite over adjacent. Well, the adjacent side has a length of x plus 3,500, because this distance right here is 3,500. We don't know what x is. So there's one equation. Second equation deals with a little right triangle to the right. The tangent of 37 equals opposite over adjacent, y over x. And now we've got two equations, two unknowns. There they are. We'd like to find out what y is, so perhaps the easiest thing to do is to eliminate x from the equation. So if we solve this second equation for x, which is pretty easy to do, multiply both sides by x, then divide by the tangent of 37. There's an expression for x right there. And I'm going to substitute that into the other equation for that x right there. So the tangent of 32 equals y over, there's the replacement for x, y over the tangent of 37 plus 3,500. How do you solve that equation for y? Well, probably the easiest thing to do is multiply numerator and denominator of this fraction right here by the tangent of 37. That's a complex fraction. We're going to turn it into a simple fraction. And what happens when you take tangent of 37 times this term in the denominator, the tangent of 37s cancel out. And this is what you get. Now, how do we get y by itself? Multiply both sides of the equation by this denominator. And when we do that, we'll distribute the tangent of 32 times each term inside the parentheses. This is what we get. Equals y tangent of 37. Now we got to get the terms containing y on the same side, so we'll subtract this term from both sides. That's why I got this over here. Now we can factor out the y from each of those two terms. Oops, yes, and I've got that in parentheses right here. So finally, to solve for y, we divide by the coefficient of y, which is this binomial right here, tangent of 37 minus tangent of 32. Okay, there's the value of y, which you can do in one operation on your calculator. Probably got to be careful to put this in parentheses if you use your calculator, but you'll get this answer right here, 12,807 if you round to the nearest foot. Okay, now you could do this with intermediate calculations, but it's probably easier if you understand how to solve for y in terms of all these trig ratios and then enter one expression on your calculator. Okay, there you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.